Hey there, unlisted MLB algorithm video for Wednesday, April 10th. We've updated and we've also run the macro for the day. And one thing I wanted to show everybody is the average of all of the different combinations and the teams in the order. It can be seen here in the TQ pivot sheet. By margin, you can see a lot of these teams up here. I almost want to put the margin next to it. We should do that. Don't you think we should do that? Let's do that. So let's add in the average margin as well. Something important to look at. Let's grab that and paste that right here. It's just helpful as we look through our combination string. So I'm using combination string 110, but this is a cool way of kind of looking and seeing how strong these teams are. So this is our combination string 110. Few confirmations on here. Yankees are clearly the number one pick of the day by far over Miami, minus 210. Followed by what? By San Diego. Where's San Diego on here? All the way down here in our combination, but all the way up here in the average of all combinations. That is because Kyle Hendricks has a 11.74 ERA in his one start so far for the Cubs, or two starts so far, it looks like, for the Cubs. So that's brutal, and that's what's pointing things in the direction of San Diego in that game. Cleveland's all the way down here, but it's all the way up here in this version. So keep that in mind. Cleveland might not actually be as strong as this combination says. Texas, a solid third. Atlanta, fourth, or way down here. How about that? Look at Atlanta not being as high up as this combination string says. Dodgers, still above 11%. Boston. So Boston could be stronger. Arizona. San Diego, we had further up. Kansas City. Wow. Kansas City over Houston in fifth place in the average. Tampa Bay a little higher. San Francisco a little higher. Milwaukee. Toronto. No, Toronto, Seattle could go either way. And St. Louis, Philadelphia could go either way. So those teams that are up there and pretty solid, I would stay away from Atlanta even at the minus 160. Dodgers, Boston, Arizona, probably San Diego because of Kyle Hendricks, and probably Kansas City, and probably Tampa Bay. So there's about 8 on here that are pretty good, including that underdog of Kansas City. And we have a couple other underdogs. Let's just quickly go through each matchup, see if we can find anything reasonable. Dodgers playing well, but Bobby Miller's ERA is a little high. So is Chris Paddock, so probably some runs in this game. Philly and St. Louis, very, very close game. Closest game of the day, actually. Another reason there might be some runs in this game as well, fighting for runs. Seattle, Toronto, another really, really close one. Both these pitchers can pitch, though. So it's just really tough call. Arizona, 7 runs putting up in Colorado. Look at these ERAs. So over under set at 11.5 because you're up there in the mountains at high elevation, and the ERAs are ridiculous anyway. So they probably hit over that 11. It says, 12 runs basically here that they get there. Got that San Francisco over Washington, even though they've blown 2 games, but Jordan Hicks is an excellent pitcher. And Patrick Corbin, I mean, if San Francisco blows this game, boy, that would be amazing, but anything can happen. Tampa Bay over the Angels. Look at Zach Little's pitching stats are just excellent this year so far. So that's probably a really good pick. Cleveland and the White Sox, but you got this brutal line, and the White Sox have won 1 or 2 of these games. I think they've won half of the series so far. Close game with Milwaukee and Cincinnati. They've been putting up runs in that series, though. There's that crazy Hendricks ERA that's putting this in favor of San Diego. Yankees, number 1 pick of the day with Marcus Stroman, who has not given up a run yet this year, so I'm sure I'm cursing him with that statement. And then Boston over Baltimore because Cutter Crawford's an excellent pitcher and Cole Irwin not so much this year. Mets and Atlanta, look at how close that game is. Just another reason to stay away from, apparently staying away from Atlanta. Jose Quintana pitching well this year. Houston, Kansas City. That's that underdog Kansas City because Seth Lugo can pitch. And then Texas over Oakland because you don't want to ever have your money on Oakland. They're not in Sacramento yet, but you don't want to bet on a team that's playing in Sacramento next year, right? Couple 2023 or AAA pitching stats. That's maybe one of the reasons why this Kansas City underdog is happening is there's only AAA stats from this Spencer Arrighetti, his first start in the majors this year. So that's your update. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Enjoy, and may all of your picks be winning. Hopefully we'll have a better day today than we did yesterday.